Rock, baby. J Rock.
David. That's good. How are you?
You excited?
I just smiled for the camera.
What do you say?
Okay. What's raining, Isaac?
I'm telling you. See this on?
Hello, 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 hello.
No way. Oh wow.
I want one of those.
Okay.
Start finishing the way.
I can't see nothing.
Oh my god.
I hope my mom doesn't know.
Look at that, look at that.
Have a kid and you don't realize it until conferences. You're like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Caroline, I love you so much. Okay, I gotta walk in front of you, okay?
Blue Valley North, we are going to have this graduation. It's been too long of a year. We've come too far. We're going to have this graduation. See, the reason that they make those hats like that, guys, is it's like a built-in umbrella. So you're good. It's all good. It is great to see you, Blue Valley North community. Very, very good to see you. If you would please stand as we stand as the Blue Valley North Chamber Singers and Choir Seniors sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at
could be seated. As you sit down, let's give a big round of applause to the North Ceremonial Band and our chorale students for all their performances today. You guys are awesome. Sound great. I am Tyson Ostrowski, and as the proud principal of Blue Valley North High School, it is my privilege to welcome our graduates, parents, family members, and friends to the 35th commencement ceremony of Blue Valley North. And the best part about today, we are not holding this over Zoom. Class of 2021, to say that you have been robbed of a long list of high school activities is an understatement. However, I have been so impressed with your resiliency, humor, and grace during this extremely abnormal time. With that said, today is a day of celebration. We're going to focus on you and celebrate how proud we are of the class of 2021. There have been a number of people who have worked tirelessly to create this Blue Valley Commencement event, and I'm so honored to work alongside an administrative staff who is dedicated to the success of Blue Valley North and has helped make today possible. While they are not on the stage, I would like to recognize Kelly Curley, Lisa Stolper, and Corey Cox for making today happen. I would also like to specifically thank Mr. Cox's graduation team, administrative assistants Lisa Miller and Janet Roush, as well as our entire Blue Valley North office staff for all of their hard work in planning this impressive event. Please join me in thanking them as well as the many others who had a part in planning this ceremony. It is also my privilege to introduce the guests on the stage today. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Amy Teisling, Board of Education President. Michelle Benjamin, Board of Education Vice President. Board members, Jody Dietz, Patrick Hurley, Tom Mitchell, and Mike Seitz. Deputy Superintendents, Katie Collier, Kyle Hayden, and last but not least, Blue Valley School District Superintendent of Schools, and most importantly, I always say this, former principal of Blue Valley North High School, Dr. Tanya Merrigan. Thank you all for your leadership throughout this extremely challenging year and for being here to celebrate with us today. It is now my privilege to introduce our senior speaker, Emerson McKenzie. Emerson plans to attend Boston College this fall and major in neuroscience. Please join me in welcoming Emerson to the stage.
Good evening, class of 2021, parents, teachers, and administration. Thank you for joining us to celebrate our accomplishments and hard work during these past 4 years. It's an honor to be a part of such an amazing and well-rounded class. But despite our awards, record-breaking stats, birth years, or zip codes, what makes us a class? What dictates us to be a group having something in common? Can we walk away from this class feeling as one? During my sophomore year, I said no. I was flipping through the yearbook and realized that I hadn't connected to dozens of my peers. I didn't even recognize most faces. I was motivated during my junior year to change that. I knew that in order to be a class, we needed to find a connection. I envisioned a space where we could feel somewhat familiar with each other. This method came in the form of a simple public typewriter. The typewriter allowed us to write whatever we wanted, but still remain anonymous. It was a way to document our lives, like a public journal written by the entire school. Like how life should be lived, I wanted students to type strongly and never look back. With the help of the librarians and Dr. Ostrowski, this was coined the Typewriter Project. I set the typewriter in the library beside stacks of paper and a sheet of directions. In big, bold letters, the sheet read, "Write anything." I didn't know exactly what to expect, and I was a little nervous, but I wanted to see what would happen when we were given communication without limitation. Every few weeks, I would sift through the notes and tape the most memorable ones beside the typewriter for students to read. And I'm not going to lie, I had to flip through a lot of Shrek and John Cena jokes, insane storytelling, and downright gibberish. But it was all worth it for those few messages that fostered a connection all too familiar. Examples. I'm always the mistake friend in the friend group. I want someone to love me the way my mom loves my dad, and I'm so lucky I get to say that. I want to dye my hair pink. I'm afraid no one will ever love me. Typewriter in the streets, laptop in the sheets. Winky face included. Notes were heartbreaking, funny, outright bold, but they were all connected. They were ours. Only ink on paper, but enough. This was the Blue Valley North community, described in torn paper and folded corners, unchained, unrestricted, brutally honest with each other and ourselves. When COVID hit, I knew that this project was more important than ever, as we would need a space where we would feel heard, despite the distance between us, literally and metaphorically. So the typewriter went online and continued to receive dozens of notes. Despite a global pandemic, our voices were still being heard. To overcome and endure something so catastrophic, but keep our humanity and kindness intact, is something to be proud of. The Typewriter Project has simply proven that words matter, connection matters, and despite how isolated we may feel, whether it's over a Zoom call or quarantining in our bedrooms, somewhere, someone, somehow, is always there to listen. As we go out into the world, let us remember the message of the Typewriter Project. We are all human. Despite what sets us apart, we are all nervous about asking our crush to homecoming. We all dread winter finals, and we all tap our feet in anticipation for these last few moments of high school. That is our connection. That is a real connection, regardless of a face, a familiar hello in the hallways. We all feel, we all worry, we all love. So while we step into our futures, let us remember that we are all connected by the beautiful reality of humanity. The ability to feel and to express our emotions is sacred, and it should be acted upon. So yeah, you may not know me, and I may not know you, but know for one thing that right now we are connected by shared nerves, anxious goodbyes, and excitement for the future. This is how you're connected to your neighbor sitting right next to you. Acknowledge that, even if you don't know their name. If my seat neighbor were here today, I would congratulate him. Jonah Lynch made it, along with all of us, because we remember his bright spirit, and we know his name. We will always be connected. He lives on. I am honored to sit next to him today. Ultimately, we should try to embody the typewriter itself. Be a place, a person, where those around you feel comfortable being honest and vulnerable. Type proudly and don't look back. Forget the delete button. Let each other know how you feel. Be the typewriter we are all looking for. Write anything. Thank you, class of 2021, and congratulations on completing high school.
Thank you, Emerson. Playing the violin for us today is senior Yujin Han. Yujin plans to attend Georgetown University next fall and major in political science. Please welcome Yujin. How do you follow that? Wow. Phenomenal job. We would now like to recognize several groups of students with academic honors. The first group of students are graduating with a cum laude distinction, which signifies a grade point average of at least 4.0. Will all seniors in this special group of students please stand and be recognized? Well done. The next group of seniors we would like to recognize are those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude, which signifies a cumulative GPA of at least 4.3. Will these students please stand so we can congratulate them? Well done. Finally, we want to honor those students who are graduating with our highest academic achievement, summa cum laude. These students have a cumulative GPA of 4.5 or higher. Will these students please stand and be recognized for this outstanding achievement? Congratulations on all these significant achievements. Class of 2021, it is true that today is a day of celebration. However, the fact of the matter is, today is not just about you. You did not just snap your fingers and become a fully realized high school graduate. You are a product of people who have loved and invested in what you have become. To paraphrase the poet, no one is an island entire of itself. Everyone is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. It is important that we take a moment to acknowledge the people on your continent who are here today. First, to the teachers and faculty of Blue Valley North. Personally, one of the honors of my life was being named principal of this school because it meant that I would have the privilege of working alongside the most professional and impressive collection of educators in the country. This year, more than ever, we all need to recognize the vital, essential role that our teachers play in our society. Graduates, the educators sitting among you have worked tirelessly to help you succeed, and most importantly, have cared deeply for your well-being. I would like to ask every staff member of Blue Valley North in attendance here today to stand and be recognized for your hard work and dedication for the class of 2021. Next, we need to talk about the people in the stands. Your parents, guardians, and loved ones are educators in their own right. They have helped develop the personality and characteristics that make you, you. They have cheered you on during the frustrations of the last year and have done so much to support Blue Valley North. Graduates, never forget the impact that family has on your life and how important they will be as you move forward. Parents and guardians, please stand so we can thank you for the support you have shown toward Blue Valley North and the class of 2021. Okay, Dr. Merrigan, I'm going a little off script here. Undoubtedly, one of the best things about Blue Valley North is the wide range of activities, athletics, and organizations that we offer throughout our school. This year taught us so many lessons, and perhaps the most important was that all of these programs support how we feel about community. Despite all of our societal divisions and disagreements, we need all of these programs to bring us together. The truth of the matter is that all of you who have been involved with a Mustang program, you've helped stitch together the fabric of our community. One of the saddest components of this school year has been that while these groups have forged ahead, you students have not had the opportunity to receive a full audience and recognition on how much you have meant to our community. Every Mustang program, from football to forensics, from band to baseball, from choir to cross country, from swim and dive to science Olympiad, from our Black Student Union or any other group that contributes to the diversity, equity, and inclusion, and to the dozens and dozens of Mustang programs that crisscross our school that brings all of us together, we need to take a minute to recognize how much you contribute to our overall notion of community. Well, we have a full stadium here today, and it's as good a time as any for us to applaud you for your involvement in any of our Mustang programs. So if you have participated in any activity, athletic team, or organization at Blue Valley North, please stand so we can honor you with a big round of applause. Thank you. Now for all the directors, coaches, and sponsors who held these programs together through the hardest of circumstances. These people dedicate countless, thankless hours of their time away from their families to support our students and community. To all of our directors, coaches, sponsors, please stand so we can thank you for your efforts. And I have to recognize one final group. We weren't able to have assemblies this year, and I want a stadium to serve as a perfect venue to recognize Ryan Pfeiffer and the 2021 6A Kansas State champion Mustang basketball team. Please stand so we can recognize you. No senior class in modern history has had to overcome as many challenges as you have. However, it is during those trying times that true character rises to the surface. I'm encouraged knowing that all of you are moving on to become the leaders, helpers, and healers in our society. As the past year have taught us, while there will always be so much that will be out of our control, the positive decisions we make and the conduct of our character put us in the best possible position to make our dreams possible. I know that is true with this class because I've witnessed it firsthand. You've worked together in the classroom and hoisted trophies with your teammates. You faced tragedy and supported each other through grief. You have served your community and lifted up others. The graduates in this stadium have nothing to fear about the future. Your actions and individual efforts are a model for future Blue Valley North classes, and as a whole, you are a true example of what it means to be Mustang proud. Thank you so much, class of 2021. I'm proud to be your principal. And now time for the good stuff. With the graduating class of 2021, please stand. The faculty and administration of Blue Valley North High School are recommending each of you for your graduation. You've completed the requirements for a high school diploma as set forth by the State of Kansas, State Board of Education, and the Blue Valley Unified School District number 229 Board of Education. Members of the board, on behalf of the faculty and administration, I present to you the Blue Valley North High School class of 2021 for receipt for their diplomas. Faculty members reading names today are Jeff Breedlove, Laura O'Connell, John Pittenger, Kate Tankle, Mike Dudley, Abby Cornelius, Jason Schmoida, Shelley Weir, Jeremy Chugg, and Krista Chugg. On behalf of the senior class, it is requested that members of the audience refrain from the use of air horns or noisemakers or any other action that would take away from the dignity of this lifetime ceremony. Every student should have the opportunity to have their name read and heard by the audience on this program. Also, no one will be allowed on the field to photograph students. A professional photography company will mail sample close-up photos to you for purchase if you wish. Graduates, make sure you bring your name card up with you. That's really important. Thank you. And now, graduates in the first row, please proceed to the stage. All other graduates can be seated until they are directed to approach the stage. And remember that name card.
Muhammad Abdullah. Gabriel Abeyance. Luke Christian Adams. Samuel William Albert. Keaton Arthur Alexander. Taysir Al-Rajabi. Claire Nicole Anderson. Deontay Andrews. Nicole Diane Arboleda Diaz. Ellie Ariano. Arthi Lakshmi Aruna. Mohammed Assad. Jason Luke Asafine. Kennedy Grace Atchison. Madeline Grace Austin. George William Ballou. Kimmy Banks. Brandon Francis Barkley. Kendall Nicole Barnes. Franklin C. Barton. Faraz Batrash. Emily Grace Bashard. Luke David Bashard. Elizabeth Jeanette Boehner. Margaret Arlene Boehner. Benjamin Isaiah Bielman. Andrew Michael Bell. Carly Patrice Benge. Caleb Walter Byer. Aisha Nicole Bati. Lauren Joanna Blood. Gladys Bockelman. Elise Walker Bullock. Micah Paul Brackett. Whitney Jarman Branner. Calvin, Garrett Calvin Brax. Ethan Michael Breedlove. Joseph Todd Breathauer.
Emily Rose Brown. Alex Philip Buberman. Grace Ann Burgett. Britzia Santos Candelario. Grace Quinlan Carlson. Eliza Punai Castillo. Henry Roger Chaffin. Umair Waleed Chandri. Bill Chen. Nijun Chen. Rashid Chalapa. Rudy James Chop. Lilette Dawn Crumboli. Eliana Ruth Searpoy. Angelica Pearl Klink. William Andrew Clippard IV. Carson Charles Cole. Abigail Suanne Collins. Cooper Andrew Collins. Tatum Elizabeth Cox. Paige Madison Kraft. Rafaela Crespo. Margaret Carol Christ. Elizabeth Esther Crocker. Caleb William Kraus. Tristan Rain Cummings. Anna Louisa Curry Lopez. Ashley Grace Curtis. Mallory Jean Cutler. Wyatt Rodney Cutler. Andrew Joseph Danda. Tessa Elizabeth Davis. Crystal Risanne DeBruin. Katie Shandy DeLong. Kara Marie Deskin. Joseph Matthew DeWolf.
Alexandra Marie Dagey. William D. Douglas, Jr. Ryder Dreesen. Kyle Joseph Dooley. Rachel A. Durham. Amani Ashante Edwards. Luke Anthony Eitzman. Omar Eldekak. Grant R. Ellis. Lucas Wayne Ellis. Sophie Caitlin Enright. Haven Brianne Everhart. Faven Abane Fanta. Nicole Elizabeth Farrell. Kyler Ann Fearborn. Jack Spencer Feingold. Kelsey Justine Fisher. Callie Joe Flanagan. David M. Frankie. Angela Jean Frazier. Drew C. Freeberg. Cade Clark Fryermuth. Braden Thomas Frisbee. Braden Fromme. Colin B. Gabler. Michael Liam Gaffney. Ryan Harris Gom. Brendan Eves Gaillard. Charles Kenneth Gamble. Martin Raphael Santiago Gamo. Charlotte Alexandra Ganter. Brian R. Garrettson. Gabrielle E. Geiger. Mary Josephine Gibson. Alfonso Gill. Nolan Lawrence Jimenez Wilson. Lillian Abigail Glazer.
Mason Eli Goldberg. Nicholas Peter Goldsboro. Vanessa Marie Gonzalez. Emily Renee Grice. Tiffany Simone Gross. Divya Kamal Gupta. Jane Elizabeth Gurley. Jackson Thomas Haggerty. Eugen Hahn. Olivia Lauren Haley. Caroline Rose Haynes. Avery Hamer. William Patrick Hancock. Stella Ann Harbor. Robert Conrad Hardiman III. Olivia Page Harris. William H. Hatton. Jackson David Hesse. Damon J. Henderson. Luke Joseph Hendrickson. Lexi Marie Hinkle. Angelica G. Henson. Ethan Grant Herman. Daniel Matthew Hernandez. Lauren Francis Harrington. Drayon L. Hobbs. Cody E. Hodgden. Alita Caroline Honeycutt. Chanceline Erosian Denzi. Johanna Rose Ayula. Dasani A. Jackson. Ina Jun. Evan R. Johnson. McKenna Allen Johnson. Madeline Grace Jones. Nicholas Steen Jorgensen. Abigail Grace Carl.
Aubrey May Carnes. Zoe Michelle Kay. Yasmin Kazimi. Brian Thomas Kenny II. Gabrielle Marie Kill. Julia Kim. Kathleen Lee Kinders. Maya Kirschenbaum. Emma Nicole Kneller. Kate Knopke. Caroline Ann Koenig. Burton August Coors. Richard Heinrich Kuhlen. Olivia Elizabeth Kramer. Theodore Augustin Cupper. Sharitha Lockeretti. Sophia Rose Lamento. Eva N. Lahane. Vincent Lynn. Jacob Jonathan Lippy. Alec Andy Liu. Hadley Jing Lo. Ian Patrick Loftus. Dylan Avery Long. Ethan Daniel Luma. Jonah Lynch. Emerson Page McKenzie. Joseph Patrick Madigan. Tanisha Malahal Manjunath. Grant H. Mao. Daniel Jacob Markevich. Jessica Lynn Martins. Cole Ashton Martin. Tyler Lee Martz. Jacob Victor Marzullo. Elias Robert Matthews. Anna Catherine McCartan.
Lauren Brianna McClure. Ellen Doyle McDaniel. Kenneth Wade Mead III. William Drennan Mead. Jordan Antinesca Medina. Joshua J. Medlin. Ashmir Mike Mahandy. Eleanor Frances Meyer. Mackenzie Anna Meyer. Addison Marie Miller. Kelsey M. Miller. Olivia Sybil Miller. Luke C. Moeller. Antonio Rodnell Moffitt II. Justin N. Mock. Benjamin Morton Mondry. Caitlin N. Moore. Connor T. Moore. Catherine Elizabeth Moore. McLean Lennon Morley. Spencer Morris. Braden Charles Moses. Emily Ann Marvica. Jessica Joanne Mew. Caitlin Ann Muehlberger. Annabelle J. Muller. Elizabeth Reed Murphy. Jacob Murphy. Ella Mustafa. Ehab Mustafa. Maya Myers. Mio Anna Nakagawa. Andrew S. Navarro. Colby Hampton Neal. Phoebe Durrett Neild. Anirudh Namani. Tyler Mark Nicholas.
Reese Klein Nix. Angela Naomi Wanjiko Njagwi. Joshua K. Noble. Nicholas C. Norby. Benjamin Scott Novak. Sophia A. Navor. Carolyn Nuss. Chance John Nyquist. Christine Mira O'Brien. Ashraf Adaremi Okoro. Johnny O'Neill. William Webster Orchard. Andrew James Scamahorn Orr. Pranav Pagadala. Tamana Pant. Macy Lee Parks. Madhumitha Parthasarathi. Isaac James Patterson. Charles Daniel Payne Jr. Amber Rose Penafiel. Samantha Scarrett Perez. Leah Rose Perala. Jonathan D. Petrie. Natalie Joe Petty. Madison Michelle Phillips. Caden Leighton Hugh Pierre. Adeline Perron. Grace Ann Plunkett. Sydney Solange Marie Posey. Kylia Quine Powell. Noah Andre Radford. Kenya Isabel Raphael. Antura Rahman. Nikhil Raja. Charlotte Diane Rayleigh. Jeffrey Thomas Rayleigh. Sienna M. Ramirez.
John J. Ram III. Alex M. Raper. Landon Matthew Reeves. Cassandra and Andrioli Yamanji Rasinde. Luke Anthony Ritchie. Maya Aline Richardson. Diego David Rocha Payana. Clarice Ali Rodriguez. Jacob Breland Rollader. Nicholas J. Rosado. Alessandria Pauline Rubel. Ruben James Rueda. Yasmin Emily Sadi. Dylan Sailors. Annabella Hill Saita. Ava Fitzpatrick Saita. Sophia Mitchell Saita. Yahav Saul. Abdal Raham Mohammed Samour. Lawrence Caprano Sang. Matthew Stanford Saper. Connor William Schaefer. Owen Howard Shank. Oliver Zane Scoggin. Jessica L. Scowcroft. Cassandra Jo Scupham. Aiden Jefferson Seeley. Medea Shahid. Safia Sharf. Zoe Lee Shear. William Duffy Schurtenlieb. Benjamin Bradley Shishler. Safit Sidhu. Natalie Elizabeth Silva. McKenna Jane Simons. David John Schuberg.
Ainsley Elizabeth Scomo. Braden Lake Smith. Jaden Anthony Sean Smith. Molly Catherine Smith. Hannah Rose Smuckler. William Scott Sovereign. Carly Ryan Spockman. Ryan William Spratlin. Spencer Alport Sprenger. Jack St. Pierre. Lucas Anthony Stanton. Thomas Owen Steinberg. John Philip Sublette. William Cole Sullivan. Grace Ann Summers. Mihir Sai Sankara. Jacob Barney Swerdlow. Natalie Samantha Swerdlow. Justin Curtis Talcott. Yasser Hamad Taiba. Clara Margaret Taylor. Nico Anthony Taylor. Sierra Elizabeth Teagarden. Yadhunath Tharakashwaran. Caroline Ann Thummel. Aman Nasir Tatmosi. Rebecca Caroline Tilton. Jackson Matthew Townsend. Kenneth Charles Trediak. James Harrison Gill Triplett. Riggs Eric Trumbull. Finnegan Ross Trogue. Jessica Lynn Tucker. Caroline B. Tullis. Megan Lee Turner. Luke Gilbert Twyman. Chase Alexander Eulig.
Mandy Elizabeth Underhalter. Anna Grace Unverfirth. Marie Kristen Ernest. Anushka Valsan. Megan Ann Vanderleest. Vashti Vasquez. Katie Victoria Videz. Sarah Ellen Verana. Samuel Randall Wagner. Hayden Lee Walker. India Amari Walker Bybee. Emma M. Walter. Stephen Youngjae Wong. Madeline Malie Wathanasharan. Braden Michael Webb. Hudson Daniel Wetmore. Grace Irene Whittinghill. Casey Ann Whitworth. Catherine Ann Weatharn. Jaylee Elaine Williams. Kamaya Nashawn Williams. Ella Grace Wilson. Imani Roseanne Wilson. Madeline Bell Wilson. Caden Joseph Wolf. Jonah Mason Wolf. Ethan Lawrence Wands. Jimin Yu. Noah Stephen Young. Hugo Tristan Yu. Jonah Gordon Yerman. And Angela Zoe.
We're going to let everybody get back to their seats. Class of 2021, please stand. So what you're going to do right now, you're going to move that tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you are a graduate. And now I want you to look up in the audience, locate your parents, your grandparents, family members, and friends. Wave to them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce the Blue Valley North graduates for the year 2021. Throw those caps. We thank you all for coming. We'll ask that no parents come on the field. Graduates will meet you up by the parking lot. Thank you so much, Blue Valley North. We love you.